Hey everybody, welcome back to another LAN preview. Today we're gonna take a look at the 82nd Airborne Division with the 35th happening yesterday, in case you missed it. So, very similar thing going on here. I'll tell you that right away. So, logistics, we get a Humvee CV, we get a OH-58 CV, and we get the Banana helicopter. We get our first Chinook in the game, also in form of a transport, I can already tell you that. Nothing really all too fancy here, all things considered. Infantry. Once again, lots of forward deployable units, as you can see with that parachute symbol. Airborne military police, which are like normal military police, but instead of the M60, you got the M249. Airborne military police with the M67. Again, kind of the same. They also come in a Humvee, of course, now. Humvee with 72 km off-road speed, 100 km on-road speed, which is better than what the M35 has, yet the M35 costs more. Yeah, it is what it is. At least for, again, this is just a preview version, right? As you can see in the bottom left, so take everything with a grain of salt. And trust me, I've been using a lot of salt. Yeah, I'm so funny. Airborne, Fire Team 84. Essentially, a lot of these squads are versions of already existing squads, just forward deployable. Not all of them, and often they're slightly changed, but in terms of how they essentially play-ish, they're very, very similar. And of course, they typically have like only Humvee, they don't have Bradleys or something like that. Fire Team Dragon, again, 5 HP squad with a Dragon 2, but they're forward deployable and they're coming in Humvee. Same with what are essentially mech rifles, except they have like 10 HP instead of 11, and they only have. No, mech rifle. I always forget mech rifles. Mech rifles do get. Yeah, they do get 3 MGs. I did remember correctly, right? Very, very similar squad. Mech rifles cost more, of course, and they get an extra MG. Yeah, but also once again note all these airborne troops, veteran or higher, no regular infantry, only like stuff like the mech rifles or the TOW 2, also forward deployable, come at low veterancy. Then normal airborne squads, which are 84 version, but also M60 instead of M249. Okay. Come in the M35 though, the bigger squads. Only the small-ish squads come in the Humvee, the big ones in the M35s. Engineer leader, again, very similar to our existing squad, just forward deployable. Same with the airborne engineers. Then we have arrow rifles, which you already know, but they also come in the Chinook. Well, so far only this division in the Chinook, which is a Black Hawk, but like same speed as a Black Hawk, much higher autonomy, more HP, and has no weapons, which, oh no, it has no double MGs and costs 20 points less, right? So, yeah. Also, can I just say, Eugen went with the whole having all 5 helicopters be 5 or 10 HP and then they give the Chinook 12, right? I'm a bit, I wouldn't say salty, but I don't know why they went away from the 4, 6, 8, 10 HP thing with helicopters, at least up until now. Maybe they're going reversing it, right? But this has 10, this has 10, this has 10, right? This has 5. In Wargame, this would have 4, this would have 6, and this would have 8. And I don't want to be like, oh, but in Wargame. It's just like, first they do that, and now they're coming at us with 12 HP. Airborne gunners, which are like gunners, but airborne. In this case, there was even enough space in the name to not abbreviate it with AB. Mech Rifles leader and Mech Rifles, they're of course not new and even come in their M113s. TOW 2 infantry, yeah, forward deployable, and otherwise, you know him. Artillery, not much to choose from. M109 and M125, nothing new. And then we get one forward deployable mortar and a towed howitzer that even comes in a Chinook, which is honestly kind of funny. Not like there's any reason to do that, unless you specifically want this as like a cheesy helicopter meat shield. But given how much this costs, and given that you can sell your empty transport, which means you can get these expensive, like these 55 points back, it's probably no real reason to just not use the M35 instead. But you do you. Or maybe again, it's actually worth to buy this for like immediately. It does have 12 HP. Tank tab. 2 cards of the M1 IP, which is more or less as I expected. 17A, same gun as the Abrams, but same if similar, if not same armor as the M1A1. Just like it is in Wargame. No reason why it wouldn't be here as well, I guess. Yep, solid tank. Not forward deployable, and you get 2 cards. Unlike the T80B, which you can only get 1, which costs 240 if I remember correctly. Where's the T80B? I should know this, man. But yeah, you get 2 cards here of 6 instead of... You know what? I'm just gonna take a look at it. Instead of... No, it's also 900 instead of 1 card of 9. Why? The tanks cost the same. Why do they not have the same availability? In my mind, they should have the same availability if they cost the same. But... that's just me. Over deployable, Humvee Jeep. Humvee Jeep. The TOW 2 Humvee. Once again, just like the Conquerors with, on the UAZ, has good stealth. Like I said, forward deployable, TOW 2, that thing's quite strong. Sheridans. One is CV, one isn't. As always, CV version with the winter camo. Yeah, heat gun, 14 AP, okay range, and the Shailela with 16 AP. And a 50 cal, of course. It is not forward deployable, but comes a good vet, and it's honestly quite cheap. No recon version of it though, unlike in Wargame. Instead, you get 2 recon Humvees, forward deployable, like airborne deployable. So these 3 units here, for example, can deploy further forward than these recon squads. They can still deploy forward, but not as much as they used to. Humvee with a 50 cal and Humvee with an AGL. I'm not sure why they both cost 40 points, given how much of... Looking at BTRD, right? Given how much of a tax you have to pay for an AGL, at least the AGS 17 on Red 4. Surprised they have the same price, but again, work in progress, preview version. Airborne Scouts with 84s. Forward deployable. Honestly, not bad. 84 is decent. And given that you can deploy this further forward than LRS, if it wasn't for, you also being able to forward deploy all these fuckers, it would be quite nice. But I guess now they're like, hey, okay, they're recon, I guess. LRS, and this, this, You even get a Bradley in this Airborne division, man. And this. Anti-air. You get forward deployable Stinger that are 12 per card on Veteran for some reason. You get the Vulcan, which is essentially a pivots that is, towed. Honestly, it looks kind of funny, not gonna lie. And Avenger with Stingers and the 50 cal. Keep in mind that, at least for the time being, once again, I'm not sure if this is intended, this is not the C Stinger, right? The Airborne Stinger has the... Oh, it doesn't even say C in it. Oh no, I'm stupid. They nerfed the Stinger to 50% accuracy, huh? Like, we had the previous version that we were not allowed to show, and I believe that was not the case yet back then. Yeah, also 50. Honestly, I think that's a very good decision, because 70% base is just busted, honestly, on the Stinger. I don't know why they give helicopter and aircraft the same ranges. They didn't do that for like a Vulcan, for example, and I definitely would welcome if they reduced the aircraft range, but well, maybe it's just me. Avenger, forward deployable, as is on a Humvee. This is also forward deployable, of course. Helicopters are not OH-58, and then we have the AH-1F ATAS, ATAS, AT-AT, with Hydras and the Gatling and Stinger. I could go on a tangent here about how I'm not sure if I like, helicopters being the AA tab, but it's a whole nother story. Then we got a Little Bird with Hydras and a minigun. Didn't have that in Wargame. Actually, funnily enough, the only Little Bird in Wargame we had with rocket pods was used by North Korea. Right? They used like stolen Little Birds, I think, from South Korea in Wargame, something like that. Or am I mixing some things up here? Bunch of Cobras, one of which is new, the Heavy Hawk with these bonkers Zuni rockets. Apache, not really new. reasonable amount of slots, but not that many, honestly, right? You get into the 2 and 3 activation points fairly quickly, given how like low availability all these helicopters have. And an air tab, kind of similar thing, not really that cheap. Still better than some others, but yeah. F-111s with cluster napalm. F-111F? Are they like different than the ones we already have? Are the other ones F-111Es or something? Yeah. What's the difference? They're a tiny bit faster, huh? And they have better agility. Okay. I guess it's something. But yeah, they're for now exclusive to this division, and we have F-16C with Mavericks. The seed version that we also have in the 5th Panzergrenadier division. Napalm, F-16 with only 2 bombs. Are these really 500 kilograms? Aren't they 340? At least, I'm pretty sure that at least in Wargame, they are indicated as being 340 kilograms. You know what? I'm gonna Google this right now. And yes, I was right. At least if Wikipedia isn't lying. Wikipedia says it's a 750 pound, which is 340 kilograms. Bomb. There. HE bomb with 227 kilograms. I guess it's like a 500 pound bomb, maybe. Yep. Phantom AA, Phantom ASF, we know. A10 with rockets. It's a bunch of them. Haven't used this one that much yet. I tried to, but I never got around to doing it. But the gun is probably going to do the most amount of work. And then a Sea Eagle with, Abrams. Kind of similar story with the, I mean, unexpectedly in a sense, if you think about it, with the USSR division, that this is not how I expected the division to look, but, that's how it is. So, bunch of forward deployable, well, pseudo new squads, and lots of Humvees for all those Humvee enjoyers. I'm happy they nerfed the Stinger to 50% accuracy, because I think 70 was just busted. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, let me know what you think, and I'll hopefully see you next time. Bye bye.